Hello there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy 28th of December, 3 days after Christmas, a few days before 2021. And I know that everyone is looking forward to getting 2020 out of the way because, what was it? Like right around this time last year, we started hearing about the whole coronavirus thing, and this whole year has just been off. It's just been, I know I'm speaking for everybody whenever it's definitely been off. But how's everybody doing? How was your Christmas? How was everything? Let's jump on into the chat and see how everyone's doing everywhere. And I just got some spam over there on Twitch. That's always exciting. What's going on, Rich Concannon? How are you, brother? Good to see you in the chats. What's going on, Stephanie? Good to see you. Hey, Shy, how are you? How is everyone doing? Is everyone doing all right? Everybody getting along through getting through their days as best as you can, as I guess we all are. And yeah, we went through Thanksgiving, and we had Thanksgiving was pretty cool. It's not like, I guess everything kind of feels weird in a sense of everything's just kind of weird. I don't necessarily know how to put it. It's all been kind of it's been weird. It's been an off year for me. I kind of got discombobulated with all of the I was going to say vaccine stuff, but I guess it's virus stuff. The vaccine stuff's happening now with all the virus stuff because you have to try to figure out your different ways of paying your bills and all that other good stuff. And I know a lot of people had those types of issues. What's up, Barry Jones? Good to see you in the chats, man. Laura Spangler said, I had a great 2020. That's great. I've had I wouldn't say that my 2020 has been bad. It's not been great, but it's not been horrible. I've definitely had worse years, and I've definitely had better years. I think that it could have been a lot worse, for me, on my end of things anyway. It can always be a lot worse, I guess. But that's how my perspective is. Whenever things get bad, you can usually remember to a time whenever things were a little worse, when you had things not quite as in control. That's and I guess like control is another thing that we're always trying to focus on, so that we can try to get things going and not have to stress about too much craziness going on. But Laura, going back to her saying that she had a great 2020, she said, when you get your vision back and it becomes 2020, in 2020, it's a good year. Damn! 2020. So your vision became 2020 in the year 2020. You can't beat that. You can't beat. I mean, you can. I guess there's better ways. There's you can go travel the world with your new vision and see. Are we back yet? Yep, there we go. Okay, we should be back now. It looks like we're back on, and I don't know, the connection's weird like that. It's very weird with it going out like that. I don't understand. It's never done that before until we got on to Streamlabs. So let me see here. Boom. Okay, that's a little far. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, I think we're good now. So we are good, right, guys? All right, good. Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, it gets annoying sometimes with this damn Streamlabs because I'm still learning how to use Streamlabs, but I don't know. And yes, you're right. It probably is. Yes, thanks, Laura. It actually was on both YouTube. It was on all of them. It was on all of the different streams. So now our sound's back. Finally got our sound back, and we're good to rock and roll, at least for a little bit anyway. I'm gonna go back to the chats real quick, and then we're gonna get back onto this little Christmas gift that I got for our studio, and that's going to be so exciting for us to go through and open and see exactly what is here for the what the studio is, because we're going to be setting up this studio a little bit more as we go along, as we continue along, and this is the third week in a row that we've been doing these consistent streams now. So or no, it's the second week in a row, because I think I cut back into the middle of it. So either way, we'll see if I don't choke on my own spit first. Anyway, all right, cool. I'm glad to see that we got all the sound figured out. Everything's configured with that. Everybody's ready to roll. Everybody's good. Everybody had a great Christmas. Did you guys have a great Christmas? Did you get to see your family? Did you do all that other good stuff? That now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to Byron, you're back. Good to see you, man. All right, Byron, hold on. Yeah, I did. Byron, did you get the Vax videos on my page? Don't get it. You got to send them to me, man. You have like a bunch of stuff on your page, so you got to send it to me for me to be able to see it, because there's so many things to go through. It's just like I don't really have enough time to sit down and sift through people's pages to try to figure out what video it was that they wanted me to see. It works out a lot better if you just DM me the video and then I can see it. So, that's how it is. Carol, doing great and happy for you. Happy to see you, Carol. It's been a long time. Glad to see you jumping in here and joining in the conversation. So everybody says we're good. Shamala said it might be a ghost. It probably is a ghost that keeps messing with me. I'm less likely to blame it on Streamlabs and more likely to blame it on a ghost, because I think that the more likely scenario is that it's a ghost that's actually that's haunting me here. Let me double check YouTube one more time. It's been a long time. All right, good. Yeah, YouTube's back, so we're good with YouTube. We're good with all that. Now we're ready to roll. Now we're ready to get enlightened, as Barry Jones says. Well, Barry, that's sometimes you got to try to have an opinion on something and not go crazy, because most people go crazy on things without trying to think things through properly, which is something that I do myself all the time anyway. A lot of times I need to sit back and think a little bit more before I make my next moves, and that type of stuff. So it's always a work in progress. It's always just like the common themes on this show, on this YouTube channel, on this Facebook channel, Facebook page, whatever you want to call it. It's always there. We're always a work in progress. We're always trying to make ourselves a little bit better, whether it be by changing your diet, changing your habits, changing your your habits throughout the day, waking up earlier, going for runs every day, which I actually went for my run earlier today, and I love when you're smack in the dead middle of winter, but you get like a little bit of a heat break, and everything starts like feeling a lot better for you to be able to go outside. It's the best. All right, so I'm going to jump into the chat real quick before we start opening up this little gift that we have for our studio here. This is a good one. Byron said, I wore glasses my whole life. I got free with a pair of pinhole eyeglasses. Pinhole eyeglasses. All in the focus and not wearing prescription. Read in light 20 minutes a day. I am now free, no prescription. Take 3 weeks. Squinting and nausea is required, but not too bad. That's not bad. 2020 and 2020 is great. I can't beat that $2 pair from eBay. $2 pair from eBay. What are you saying? That you can improve your vision without actually getting surgery or or wearing glasses or contacts, because I'm wearing contacts myself, but it seems like that might be a pretty good thing if you can get it, going, if you get it rolling, that is. I don't know if that's true or not, though. We'd have to have an eye doctor on here and talk to them about, hey, can you exercise your eyes to the point to where the vision gets better and then you can actually see through it, or what's the other options? I don't know what the other options are, but I guess the options would be glasses or contacts. But that's an interesting one, though, because I have read about that. I've read about a few articles here or there, but I would have thought that if that was true, it would be going crazy like wildfire. Like, of course, if people can avoid surgery by just squinting a little bit their eyeballs, then of course you would want to, you would think that it would probably be better to go on and do that. But it's hard to say, because like, is it a stigmatism? Not a stigmatism. Is it, like so many of the different things. So you never know. All right, Byron's, we're getting a lot of here on yeah, and the beautiful thing is I just switched over the cameras too, because normally I use a web camera, Laura. So Laura said, watching you on my 55-inch TV is interesting. I can almost see nose hairs, which is perfect, because I actually just started this, and I actually just put this on, and I'm using the good camera today. So normally I have it set up to my web. But see, the computer's over here now, so we don't have it hooked up to the webcam. Oops, I'm on. Everybody still there? Okay, good. Yeah. So today I'm using the good camera for me, because I think it looks a lot better, and I think that it's a lot clearer, and it looks a lot better to me. Looks like I'm getting a little rash on my forehead here. I think it's from being in all that cold weather, because I'm always outside, either running or walking or yelling at people, that whole deal. That's what I do. But anyway, we'll go back to the comments real quick. Correct, I wore contacts too. Yep, he wore contacts. They make money. Yeah, they make. Yeah, that's very true. They make money on everything. I watched your run video. Poor Awkward. Yeah, that dog. He still has a lot to learn. And I have to remember, he's only 5 months or 9 months old, so he's still pretty young. He's still a pretty young dog. That's something that I have to remember as well. That he's still very young, and he's got a lot to learn. And I can't expect him to know how to walk with me and how to run with me when Seether's been running with me for 2 to 3 years now, and Surge is just getting started. His name's Surge, by the way. He goes by Awkward, or he goes by Surge, but I call him Awkward because he's very awkward. He was, especially as a puppy, but even more so as like a halfway grown dog, he's still pretty awkward. Still very awkward. Just the way that he moves his body. He doesn't know how to move his body. Like some of those dogs, they'll grow so fast, they're not necessarily used to the square inches that their body takes over, so they're like so awkward. And like you've seen like those really big dogs who act like lap dogs, and they don't know their own size, and they don't know their own strength pretty much. That's like me. I'm like a Great Dane who doesn't know that he's a Great Dane, and I just want to jump around and try to fit into places that I can't fit into. That's how I got a scar on my wrist. I was actually trying to hide in a trash can when I was like 13. I was playing hide and go seek, and I actually think it's on this arm, but I can't see the scar anymore. It's very hard to find. But I tried to hide in a garbage can, and I didn't realize how much bigger my body was compared to that garbage can. And that damn garbage can, man, I tried to jump down. I tried to bend down, and my knees got caught up into it, and I fell over. And of course, when I fell over, I went to catch myself. And when I catch myself, I hit myself right here in the arm with a rusted bottom of a basketball pole. So there was a basketball pole that used to be in our yard, but then it got broken because somebody did a slam dunk. It wasn't me, but it was somebody previously had done a slam dunk onto the damn thing, broke the metal piece, because I guess it'd been there for like 10 years or so, so it pretty much rusted up. So they did a slam dunk, and I remember the day that they did it, boom, pulled it down. I just don't remember who it was. I was so young at the time. Pulled it down, so we've always had like this big old pile of metal. It's not even a pile of metal. It's just a pole metal, but it was concreted into the ground so that it wouldn't move. So we play basketball on the dirt ground, on the dirt floor, dirt ground, dirt outside, whatever it is, and so whenever that. Like at a certain point, we were looking at it. We're like, man, we got to get rid of this damn basketball pole, because now it's just a rusted up pole that like has these rusted up ridges around the end from whenever it broke. So we had to dig it up. We dug it up and put it there right beside the trash can that day. And I think that we ended up, like, the trash company wasn't going to take it, so we went on and we had to take it to the dump. But before we took it to the dump, the old Ronster here had to try to hide in a garbage can sitting right beside where I put the concrete pole that used to be a basketball pole, but now it had rusted so bad, it was just a rigid edge pole held up by concrete, and it was just sitting there. And as I fell, I tried to catch myself on that rigid pole, rigid pole concrete with concrete with the pole in it and rusted, that type of stuff. We had to get rid of that, and finally we got rid of it. Not before I could cut myself and cause severe bleeding. It wasn't that bad of bleeding, but it was a mess. It wasn't bad. It wasn't so bad to where we didn't stop playing hide and go seek, though, because I cleaned it up, put some gauze on it, and then went right back out and finished the game, because the game is more important than your damn body. Okay, clean it up and keep moving. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still okay right now. So I don't know what my point was. I don't think I had a point with that. Carol said, you should get Boycat out running with you, LOL. I will. So I never took Boycat running, but I would definitely take him walking. So there was a dog that used to live at my aunt's house named Mickey. And Mickey was about 15 years. He was a 15-year-old mixed German Shepherd dog. Mixed German Shepherd dog. And we don't know what else he was, but he was mostly German Shepherd. And he was about 15 years old, or maybe he was 13. I don't know. But he was getting very old, especially for that breed of dog. And he was getting to the point to where he couldn't walk very well. And he would walk slowly. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, now I'm going to have to go back on here. So I know last week I was going over a little bit of Boycat stories, and I had a few pictures of Boycat and those types of things. I think that I'm going to have to get more of these pictures. I got so many pictures of him. The cat's almost 11, almost 12 years old now. So I still have so many pictures and so many different stories that I haven't shared with you guys. But one of the things that I do want to share is that, seeing if we can get it. So, and Shamala said, yes, you changed the Boycat picture. This is a beautiful pic. Yes, that is Boycat in his true form. That is how he normally is. The other picture is a selfie picture. This is more of a majestic-looking picture. And I think that I'm going to start making more of a collection of these, because I want to have – I probably need like a maybe not a full Boycat wall, but I definitely want a bunch of different Boycat pictures. So I'd probably want like a half a Boycat wall. I think I'm going to start working on a half a Boycat wall. And some of them are going to be photos like this. Some of them are going to be photos like him taking the selfie of himself, even though I don't even know. I don't even think I can replicate that picture. That's just like one of the most perfect pictures I could get of him. But you never know. We'll see how that goes. But yes, Boycat and taking him walking. I take him walking, but not running. He doesn't run. He has a hard time, running. He's a cat, so he does what cats do. So he spends more time out hunting than anything, and I'm sure that he runs and catches and those types of things. So not that big of a deal. Yes, but Boycat is the man, and I'm glad that we all know it. And Byron, who has been trying to send me some videos here recently. Byron said I had 3 videos and all Facebook is blocking me or stopping me. Do it on YouTube or do it on Vimeo, or any of the other video. I'm sure that there's other video places that don't censor quite as much as Facebook or YouTube. So try one of those, but I would try YouTube next. But Facebook, I don't know. Facebook has a lot of crazy videos up too, but maybe they've been getting better at that. But we'll see. Carol said, okay, well, I guess he'll keep bringing you up nice gifts. Laugh out loud, that is a very beautiful cat. Yeah, he always brings gifts. He always brings everyone gifts. No matter where he is, he tries to make sure that everyone is fed, and he takes care of his family. He takes care of his people who are there for him. So if you think that Boycat's just a moocher and he's just wasting everybody's time, don't believe that, because Boycat puts in his work. He does what he can, and he does his best for the people that he cares about. I mean, he is a cat, though. He don't really give a shit about much unless you're feeding him. If you're feeding him, then you're his best friend then. So yeah, so good cat. Byron said, I'm having difficulty downloading the video to you. That's okay, Byron. Just find a way. Maybe, because if it's on your page, see if you can post it onto my page, or you can message it to me. I don't know. Laura said, when you're a kid, injuries never seem to hurt. Yeah, that injury didn't seem to hurt at all. I was bleeding, and I was like cut off my wrist, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I just ran inside, but I ended up having a scar for it for a very long time, and I still have the scar. But it's weird though, because it caught me on the side, but it's been like 10 years. No, it could have been like maybe 20 years before, it's like since I've had that scar. So the scar has moved from where it originally was. So I wasn't actually cut where that scar is. It's weird how it kind of like scars will just move around your body like that. But that's definitely a weird one. Yeah, but it didn't hurt it. At the time, it didn't hurt at all. All I wanted to do was go back out and start hiding and doing our reindeer games. Barry said, put them all in a book and sell it. Here's the thing. So I've got a couple of shirt ideas, and thanks for Laura for helping me come up with a couple of those shirt ideas for Boycat. I'm definitely going to do a calendar. I think a calendar is probably a good idea. I have pictures for everything. I just have to put them up in. I just have to actually edit them up and put them up in like the actual spot that you would have them. So that's very good. Byron said, I will try. Facebook is mean. Yes, Facebook is mean, but you know how that is. We gotta work with what we're working with, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I appreciate you trying, Byron. Just keep hanging in there and keep working. Keep doing your damnedest to make it work. Fight the good fight, man. You're gonna make it work for us. You're gonna get me those anti-vax. Are they anti-vax videos, or are they just vaccine videos? I don't know. Either way, get them to me, and we're gonna rock and roll with them. So Barry said everybody loved cat pics. Everybody does love the cat pics. Last time it was crunchy. 20 years. Yeah, it was about 20 years. Shamala said, after meeting you guys, I started liking cats. You have to like the cats. You have to. Which, that doesn't mean that cats are going to like you. That just means that you're just more accepting of the feline type animals that are out there, which is always fun. It's always good. Barry said, I want a table copy, damn it, not a calendar. Well, that might actually be a good idea too, because now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely have more pictures than 12. More pictures than 12. More different. I have way different subjects than just the seasons too. So we could be doing something. We could be on maybe we could do like a Boycat comic book that's like loosely based off of some of his pictures, and then have like so many different type of scenarios and things like that. I don't know. There's so many different ideas that you can come up with to monetize your animal. And I don't think the only reason why I'm doing it is because I don't think that Boycat even cares if I make money off of his likeness. I think that he's more so worried if I'm going to provide him with food that next morning. And if I do, great, I'm on his good side. If I don't, bad, I'm on his bad side. He's still going to eat, though, because he's going to go out and eat some birds. because he likes eating his birds. You know, he's a bird eater. Can't really judge him for that. It'd be rude if you were going to judge him for that. He's a cat, you know. Cats gonna do what cats gonna do. Oh man, that water's good. You gotta love the water or the tea. Water or tea. Water or tea. I don't know. Who cares? You know. Well, one has caffeine, one doesn't, you know, but one of them you need for life, and one of them you just drink because you like it. Bernie said, as the great Shane Falco says, pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. That sounds like a Man-Cat quote right there. And Barry said, Boycat Enterprise will be bigger than Amazon. Yes, exactly. The Boycat Enterprise will be bigger than Amazon. It's going to be bigger than everything. It's going to be bigger than Walmart. It's going to be bigger than anything that you could imagine. That's for 100%. 100%. All right, guys. I think that we've sat here and we've chatted enough. Are we ready to open up this box that I have received that is for the studio? Now, I was informed that it was for the studio. I don't know exactly what it is, but the shape of the box makes me think that it is either a steering wheel. Maybe it's a here. Let me see what you guys think. What do you guys think? What could be in this box? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. What do you vote? I think it's going to be. I think I vote that it's going to be. Oh yeah, I should forget. Show you how thin. And it's this thin. Oh no! Shit! Boycat fell down. All right, hold on. This is how thin it is. So, like, what do you guys think that it is? It's hard for me to say, but I'm going to think, okay, so it's either like a portrait of something, a picture of something, a piece of artwork, maybe some type of like a cover, maybe some type of, I don't know, would you get like a sheet in that? Here, hold on. Let me flip it up. I had to fix the Boycat picture real quick, so hold on. Just give me one moment. Now I'll see. A whiteboard. Ew, it could be a whiteboard. Maybe a whiteboard. A whiteboard would be pretty sweet in here. I think anyway. Let's see. All right, there we go. Boom. 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 All right, so. So now I can cut it open now and see what we're working with now. All right. So is it heavy? It's not too heavy. It was upside down. Yeah, but you know, are they always upside down? What's up, Ralphie? Ralphie's providing me with the knife. All right. So now we're almost ready to open up this big bad boy. So now let's see who votes. Who votes? Who votes? What do you got? What do you got? What do you say? What do you say? Shamala said a whiteboard or a monitor. Bernie said a black matted Man-Cat-sized picture of Man-Cat. Holy S. Boycat got shoved off the top rope. Endgame heel turn. Heel turn. I turned on. I think Boycat would be the one that would do the heel turn before I would. He would totally do. He would do the heel turn. You think? What do you think, Ralph? You think he would do the heel turn before I would? I think Boycat would definitely turn on me before I would turn on him. I'd be like, what? I'd be just standing there like, why, Boycat? Why? And he'd be like, because they fed me. They fed me some food. I totally forgot that you existed. I didn't even know you were a person until I ate my food, and then I was like, oh, where's that dude that pets me? That's Boycat for you. That's just how his mind works anyway. Shamala said a shred shed portrait. Could be a shred shed portrait. And Carol said that's good. That's not an answer, Carol. That's not an answer, damn it. We're looking for what do you think's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? All right, are we ready? Are we ready to open it? I think we're ready to open it. Are we ready to open it? In suspense. Right on. Ralph said that he's in suspense. I hope that everybody else is in suspense, or at least they're not in. They're just not frustrated with the whole stream by this point, because I keep blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. But that's why I have a podcast, guys. That's why I like to talk so much. That's why, I don't know if that's why anything, but here we go. Here we go. What's that? What did she say? Open it, cry baby. Whatever. What am I crying about? Oh, because of Boycat? Yeah. I would cry about that. If Boycat turned on me, that would be the most emotional heel turn you've ever seen in your life. That's worse than Stone Cold turning on. And Stone Cold didn't even turn. Like, he made a turn against The Rock at WrestleMania whenever he teamed up with Vince McMahon. That's more heartbreaking than that. You see Stone Cold actually shaking Vince McMahon's hand, and you want to root for Stone Cold after that? I'm still going to root for Stone Cold, but I'm sad that he did that. I'm just sad that why didn't he? Why did he have to do that? Come on, Stone Cold, be a real man. I don't even know what a real man is, but be what I believe you are. All right. Shamala said, open it, cry baby. I will. I am. Carol said, it's something good. Bernie, well, let me get through the comp. Come on, guys. Give me some. Be patient. Can you at least be patient? I've still got a lot of work here to do. I'm trying to keep everybody rolling, and I got to explain myself all the time. You guys, have to have me explain myself all the time. It is what it is. All right, let me get my computer back. All right, computer is ready. Boom. Sorry, I went a bit wrong. Okay, Bernie. Boycat would give you the old Anderson ultimatum to Sting. You're out. Not a part of the Horsemen. You need to make a wise decision. You have until the end of the show to leave. If not, Boycat will whoop your ass to retirement, and you will have to leave. You will have to leave. I'm so used to – this is another thing, another little upgrade. I put the good camera on. You see how I got the good camera now? I keep forgetting because I'm used to talking to this camera, but I keep forgetting, like, no, the camera's up there now. So I keep, like, looking down, and now I got to get used to, like, looking up there, except for whenever we're all on, because when we're all on, then, it's normal. But anyway. Oh, Stephanie, you're rambling. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're back now. Ooh. I think I got, one side open. I think that it's like a picture frame. But it's got to be a picture in a picture frame, right? Because I don't have any pictures that are this big. I don't have any posters that I was needing. So, and I can't think of anything else that would be in this shape other than, like, I don't know. You should tell them to comment what they think again. I already did that. Oh, again? Shamala said drums. Open the damn box. Blah, 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 blah. Guys, let me practice my promo skills, You never know. I might have a opportunity coming up that I really, really appreciate. You always got to be ready for those opportunities. It's a giant piece of anabolic bread that would be addressed to Jimmy. Jimmy would be the one. He would be the one with his little anabolic meals. But hey, man, they're good. I'm not making fun because those damn things are really good. Okay. Exciting. All right. Let's see here. Let's just pull it out like that. Okay, so I should have put the mic on the other side, but okay. Oh, here we go. I don't think that's what it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is brilliant. Wow. Wow. That is brilliant. Damn. Can you believe that? Okay. All right. You guys ready? It is a picture. Okay. So it is a picture. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Now this obviously very much, this is most definitely part of the studio. I can't tell you how excited I am. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. That is so badass. That is so badass. Dude. Now I got to figure out a spot for it. Where am I going to put it now? Where am I going to put it? I'll go right here. Is that going to be a good spot? No, there's too much. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. It would probably be better during the nighttime. But this right here, dude, isn't that badass? This has made my whole Christmas. And this was given to us by my cousin Bailey. He actually told me that he saw it months ago, but he had to wait till Christmas to give it to us. And I had to wait until we got it on here so that here, let me see if I can get it. Do you guys get a good shot of it without seeing the camera and everything? It's hard to. You can see it. This is the coolest. So now totally. Now I have to. Now I don't even have a choice. Now I 100% have to make a Boycat wall. The Boycat wall is going to be the Boycat wall is it's got to be something now. It's really got to be like that. This is, and you know what? This is how I envision. This is how he envisions himself. If you were to ask Boycat, like, how do you vision yourself? How do you see yourself day to day? This is how he sees himself day to day. He's Master General Mancat of the 56th deployment to Cockeysville, Maryland, and he's been fighting this war against the mice and rodents all his damn life. And you guys want to come in here and try to tell him what to do? He's going to be like Rambo. He's like, I've got this handled, guys. You can't tell me what to do. I know what to do. I've been fighting this war all my life. Have you been fighting this war all your life? I have been. Well, that's Boycat for you. Just in his own world. But look at how cute those eyeballs are, though. You know? This is so cool. This is the coolest. This is one of the coolest gifts, dude. This is one of the coolest gifts. Because it's Mancat. And we were literally just talking about it last week. How we needed, I'm definitely, maybe this quote will work. You guys think this will work on a shirt? Maybe I can have the I am become death, destroyer of worlds, and it's like Mancat. But it has this person who's obviously a decorated military person from the 1800s. But I mean, come on, man. Like that, dude, that is the best. So I'm excited. So now we have a new picture that's going to be this is a new picture that's going to be put up here, and I'm not sure it's probably just going to be like 1 and 1 now. Until I get some other pictures, because I do have 2 pictures. Ralph, could you hand me the other Boycat picture? I want to hold them all up here real quick just to show everybody, because I do alternate the pictures. So if you see that one, it's either that one or it's this one. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this one. Or now we have the third picture, because the third picture is just. That's just right there, man. Now, who likes grown men? Who like cats? I do. Me. All right. Well, this is pretty badass. This is cool. Now I got to figure out a spot to put this, because this Mancat picture is the shit. And just look at all those medals. I don't even know what they all mean. We have to, and then we have to see like what country he works for. What country do you really work for, man, cat? Where are Siamese cats originally from? Are they Asian? They're Asian cats? I don't know. A bunch of different types of cats. A bunch of different types of animals. A bunch of different types of people. Man, all right. So I think that was well worth the wait. I think that was totally worth it, guys. I am glad that we were able to spend this time together, and we were able to share opening up the man cat picture with you guys because damn, I think it was badass. No, Boycat does not work with China. Come on, man. Catmandu, how about you? Catmandu. Bernie said, now that's just the coolest. Now, that's not just the coolest. That's not just the best. That's just incredible. Or just incredible. Justin, oh yeah, he's very credible. Yeah, it was something good. You nailed it, Carol. You nailed it. I think that'll be a badass shirt, honestly. I think that's probably what I'm going to do next time is keep that damn I'm going to keep it like that because that's a badass shirt too. That's what's cool about it. It's a cool little shirt, man. And now I got to figure out like what actual picture and what design am I going to use because now I have a whole new and he told me that what the hell did he say? I don't know. I got to talk to him again because he said some things, but I didn't know exactly what I got. But we'll see. But yeah, apparently we're able to get like a digital copy of that. And if I can get a digital copy of that, that's definitely going on a shirt. But I might have to find a different quote because that's not like he's not being super cute in that one. That's just like a painted, cool picture with a cat head. But I want to. I want Boycat just being really cute and then having that badass quote. It was my cousin. It was my cousin. I don't know exactly where he got it from. I'm guessing that there's a website or there's something online somewhere that lets you do that where you can send them a picture of your animal and they'll put the body on a head it's got to be a pretty easy job though, because the whole painting's done. All they got to do is just put your animal's head on the body of whatever century you want to get it in. But this was pretty cool. This is I love this. Man cat for the win. Man cat picture for the win. It's been a wonderful, great, badass, awesome Christmas, especially because of that. Not only because of that, but we got to see a little bit of family. We got to see a little bit of friends. And I actually didn't see any friends this year. I only saw family mainly. But you know how that everything gets. It's all discombobulated, and we got to do what we got to do sometimes. And I don't even know what I mean whenever I say we got to do what we got to do. When I say we got to do what we got to do, that just means go about your normal life as if you're a bee or an ant working away. And that's just what we do because that's what we got to do. But I think that the Boycat picture is great. Now I'm going to have to start thinking of different themes to get the Boycat pictures of. So now we have the selfie. We have the selfie Valley Girl Boycat. Then we have majestic Boycat who you go to pray to. Then we have military because you haven't lived the life that he's lived for the past 10 years. He's been out there. He's been doing it. He's been in the trenches. He's been working. He's been putting in that work. Have you been putting in that work with him? How many animals have you killed? How many vermin have you killed? How many bats have you killed? How many birds have you eaten? How many half of bunnies have you eaten and then you brought it back to your family because you thought that maybe they'd like it too? Huh? How many? Because if it's not over 100, that's not even close to what he's got. I'm sure he's probably over 200, but I just want to be a little realistic. Because it sounds not realistic. But for somebody like Mancat, it's very easy. It's very easy for him because that's what he does. He lives the life. Anyway. Shama said, who gave you that pic? That was my cousin. Carol said, yes, it would be great. An awesome shirt. I would wear it. I'd wear it too. That's the thing. I would wear it too. I think it's badass. I love it. I love, I never was a cat person until I had Boycat. Once I had Boycat, he forced me into accepting him for who he is, which made me have to deal with him, you know. And he's cute to an extent, but he's hard-headed and he's hard to deal with sometimes. He's very hard to deal with. That's why I can't have him in my apartment, because if I had him in my apartment, all he would want to do is kick at the doors and try to get outside. And then he would try to come right back in once he gets out. Once he gets outside, he realizes, like, oh, no, shit. It's cold out there. It snows out there. I don't want to be out there. That sucks. That's what he does. He's a cat. Cats do what cats do, right? But, hey, you know, man-cat does what man-cat does. And I tried to put one of those little leashes on him that have the bells, so it would slow him down from doing all the types of kills that he generally gets himself into. And he wouldn't keep them on. He kicks them off. He uses his hind leg and kicks them off. And I'm not comfortable putting on something on his neck that won't come off, because just in case it got caught up or it got something like that, I'd rather it be terrible, because I can't have my cat being hung out there, like being choked to death by somebody grabbing the damn leash. Bernie said, 5-star king cat, 4th descendant of man cat, Boycat, the holy ghost of cat, and Napoleon the cat. Damn, Napoleon. Napoleon the cat. That's where he came from. Napoleon the cat. That is all cats, Stephanie. That is all cats. But you know what? I appreciate them for being them. Cats are such fascinating little animals. I keep thinking of like cats. Cats are like similar to me. Like what are those other animals that are out there with the cats out by the trash can? Not the fox. Not possums. Raccoons. Raccoons make me think that they're kind of starting to do the same thing that cats did that domesticated themselves. So, and that's what they said about dogs. So, like, you know how dogs started hanging around humans because they smelled the food and then they would get the scraps. And then, like, at a certain point, there became, like, a working relationship between dogs and humans. And then that was how they kind of domesticated. Like, humans kind of, like, domesticated the dogs. Well, the cats were kind of, like, hanging around human encampments. And people would throw them scraps. And they would kind of hang out and come closer and closer. And then they'd be, like, cool. But they're still not as like domesticated as dogs, because they still have a little more wild side than dogs do generally, but they're still tame. They're still like, you can have them in your house and stuff. It's just if you pet a cat too long, they'll want to attack you. Well, the interesting thing about it, thinking about it now, is I feel like raccoons are doing that. They're kind of like a little bit later to the game than cats, but cats, you know, like cats, so they'll be very familiar. They'll be very similar to cats because they're cute. They're cute and they're fluffy and they're furry. And humans like having them around. Humans like having raccoons around because they're cute and they're fluffy. So, and a lot of times you see so many YouTube videos of people having so many raccoons. They have the raccoons all over the place, and people have interesting relationships with them. And I've seen different videos of people trying to domesticate foxes, and they are domesticating foxes. And at a certain point, you can buy a domesticated fox, and it won't be like a cat or a dog because it's a fox. It'll act like a fox, but it's still like there's still these little things where they're acting like a domesticated animal, where you can pet them, you can touch them, and they won't freak out and go crazy on you. Raccoons, I feel like, are getting closer to that point, because you see raccoons all over the place in the trash cans, and that was where it started at. They would stand around like your leftovers, and they would like wait for you to be done with it, and they would scavenge whatever you had left. So now it's like raccoons. Now I see raccoons and cats hanging out by the garbage cans in most downtown apartment complexes. So I feel like raccoons are on their way to domesticating themselves, just like cats did previously, and we did to cats. But apparently dogs and cats are different, because we domesticated dogs, but cats domesticated themselves. So we were like, hey, dogs, we need to go out and grab dogs. Like baboons, and there's like baboons in Africa, or they might be chimps who grab they grab like dogs. They like grab puppies. They grab dogs when they're puppies, and they pull them to their troop, and then they raise them with their ape troop. And and the dog like is kind of like their protector and it helps them hunt, and it's kind of like the same type of relationships humans had with dogs, but these chimps or these baboons are doing it now. And I need to, like, now that I'm talking about it, I could pull that up on YouTube, but I have to fix up the the damn, what's it called, first. So anyway, yeah, I think that raccoons are definitely in the line of domesticating themselves, just like any of the other animals that did previously. Or I guess they didn't domesticate themselves like cows and horses and stuff, but that's an interesting one. Bernie said, looking for things to taste like a combination of mango chutney, burnt hair from Geico commercial for the reasons rummaging through the garbage. Exactly. And they're cute. I mean, you know, raccoons are cute. I like raccoons. Raccoons, have you seen that one video of that raccoon grabbing the cat food and then running away? Oh, yeah. It's like sneaks up, walks up real quick, grabs a handful and just runs away. Hey man, it's no joke out there in the real world, you know. So they're all trying to get their food and all that other good stuff. So yeah, cats, dogs, man cats. So you know, that is what it is, right? Laura said, "Is he still rambling?" I know. I think that I just chilled out some of the rambling, but rambling's always good on these things, because if we didn't have rambling on here, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing. I think I like having you guys hear what I have to say, even though I don't have much to say, or do I? You never know until you see. Well, I guess you do. I guess you get more of a good idea of it once you join into the chat and you join in with everything that we're talking about, because right now it's all like laid back, pretty chill, pretty good day hanging out with everybody. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Does anyone have plans for New Year's? Now, what are your plans for New Year's? Now that Christmas is behind us and we have Mancat here protecting us in our hearts and in our minds, what's the plans for the new year? Ralph and I talked about it, and we're going to do a special episode right before New Year's, talking about our 2021 goals and what we plan on doing. So we're going to have an episode of that coming up. We have Went for a Walk, Got Lost. And I also have another decision for you, Ralph, with Went for a Walk, Got Lost. I think we are going to keep that as a regular video and just do those once a week and just have like the regular videos run, because the clips just don't come in very good on here, and I have to, once I get this figured out, we'll be good. But right now, I have to get Streamlabs figured out before I mess it up. You know, so that's one of the main things. For us anyway. So, you know. All right, guys. Well, I think that we're kind of winding down now, getting close to the ending of the stream. And I'm glad that you guys joined us. Make sure that you do like, comment, and share any of these videos that you feel, if you do feel so inclined to do so. It is well appreciated by all of us here, especially Mancat. Mancat definitely appreciates it. Shamla said, finding for a new place where we can be with nature and a water view. Do you have any suggestions, please? All the cabins are booked. That's hard to do if you don't have any friends who live in that area. You'd have to have a friend who lives in West Virginia or Virginia who are close to those areas. Yeah, but a motel's not like, you know, like it's not like a cabin. When they say like all the cabins are booked, I guess like you wouldn't want to. I guess you really wouldn't want to go to a motel, you know, or a hotel or whatever it is, you know. Either way, somewhere to close your eyes for a few hours. That's yeah, that might be hard, especially right now. That seems like one of those things you probably should have booked a lot earlier, because I think that you're not going to have any luck at this time. At this point, it's been a while, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if you can get it, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes you do, but you never really know. You know. So Carol said, well, I have really enjoyed listening to you and being here with you, and great seeing you. It's definitely great seeing you, Carol. Make sure you join us. We do this every Monday through Friday. Random times, though, for now. Usually it looks like Mondays are probably going to be a lot earlier. Tuesdays are probably going to be pretty early as well. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday might be a little bit later, but we're going to see. I'll square down the schedule in the next couple weeks so that once I know what my real working schedule is. I don't have a real working schedule right now, so it's mainly doing it whenever I can. But my main goal for 2021 is definitely be kicking these live streams into full gear and making sure that I'm keeping them on track. And that's why I didn't want to just wait until the new year and then start doing it. No, start whenever you make that plan, whenever you make that goal, start working on it then. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to start eating well, but I'm going to eat well December 30th whenever it's December 25th. Well, maybe I should start now. Why shouldn't I just start now? Because it's going to be that learning curve. It's going to be a lot harder for you to do anything. It's going to be a lot harder for you to learn it and figure it out anyway. Like, no matter what, it's going to be hard. So you might as well start working on it now and then start getting yourself to the point to where you can go a couple of days without messing up. And then you're starting the new year on a better foot than you would just clean, like cold turkey it. Because if you try to cold turkey anything, majority of the time it doesn't work. Just because that's just not how we work. Like we're not patient enough to deal with the monotony of doing it every day, cold turkey, and then. But again, maybe some people do. The problem is most people don't. So we just want to try to continue habits that make you more likely to be successful. And that's one of the tougher parts, because we all have habits that make us not lazier, but brings us further away from our goals. Like takes us further away from our goals. And I definitely have some of those habits, but I think that it's best for us to recognize them and do something better with them. So, I'll come up with a good list of things that I need to improve upon, and I'll come up with a good list of things that I did well and did great this year. Ralph is going to do the same, and we're going to come on here and we're going to talk about, and that's just going to be an episode talking about goals, talking about what we need to do. Like, not only are we going to talk about our goals, we're going to talk about our plans for those goals. We're going to talk about what we're going to be doing to make those goals more likely to be accomplished. And then you can follow along, because we're going to be doing these streams from now on. So as we go, we're putting ourselves on the spot because we have to. We're putting ourselves on the spot because we have to. You have to put yourself on the spot, and you have to. If you're not going to jump in the fire, you're not going to jump in the fire. But you have to jump in the fire to see if you can handle it. You can't say if you can handle it. You don't know if you can handle it or not if you never jumped in. You got to jump in. You got to try. So this is. We're gonna be keeping up with that, and we're gonna keep it rolling. So yes. Going back real quick. Sorry guys. I know I like to ramble. Laura said working all the eve and the day. Well, at least you're working. At least you're working. Get them bills paid, honey. Get them bills paid. Carol said, okay, I'll be watching for you, and I will do my best to join you again. It's all great, and have a great and wonderful new year, and tell your family I said hello. Definitely, Carol, definitely. Barry Jones said, is this the only podcast for today? Yes, Barry, this is the only one for today, strictly because I have to go back out right after this because I have a little bit more work that I have to do. We do have a Shred Shed session tomorrow, and then I'll be back on the stream tomorrow. So we'll have the Shred Shed session tomorrow at about 3 to 3:30 p.m., maybe a little bit earlier, possibly. We'll see. I'm not sure how much earlier, but it will be a little bit earlier. And then I'll have the stream at about 5 or 6 tomorrow. Could be at the latest at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So I hope everybody joins us in for that. Make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff, all that great and wonderful things. And I will peace out, and I'm going to see you guys next time. I hope that you guys have a safe and wonderful Monday. Make sure that you try not to party too hard, because I know that you're all still hungover from all the partying you did over the holidays. But the holidays are not over yet. You still have New Year's, so you have to leave a little bit in the tank for New Year's. So I'll see you guys later.